Hello friends, hello students, how are you? So in daily chemistry dose, what is stored in today's dose in the chemistry part? So we shall be discussing one important question based on organic chemistry. So in today's session, we shall be discussing one important question of organic chemistry. So let us start the discussion of today's question. So what is there in this question? So just check this out, read the question and pause the video and try to solve it. And thereafter I will solve it. So I hope you have gone through this question. The question is asking there is a compound which is a basically a cyclic diketone which is treated with bromine in alkaline condition. And what is the byproduct which came out as CHBr3 bromoform has been precipitated. So my suggestion would be at times that organic chemistry comes with feel and it comes with lot of practice. It is just like a mathematics. More questions you will do, you would get to know the different versions of the same reaction happening in different ways. So here what you could see here is that you in organic chemistry, if you have done good amount of practice, then many of the options you can rule out categorically. Just see here, if you could see, there are 6 carbons in the benzene, 7, 8 and 9. The substrate is having a 9 carbon, and out of that 9 carbon, 1 carbon has gone out as CHBr3. So obviously this product A shall be having 8 carbons in it. So this is one way to tackle the things. So here you could see this option can be categorically neglected because the A which we are looking for, this is would be containing of 9 carbons, so it won't be possible. And similarly, if you could see the option A and C, now you know for sure that carboxylic acid happen to exist like this, CO negative and H positive. Now, if the system is highly alkaline, basic, if the system is basic, so this would react with this and would shift the equilibrium towards the forward side. So what I'm saying is these two options A and C are one and the same thing. Only C is the salt of the carboxylic acid. So since the system is containing lot of alkaline medium, so surely if in case A or C is the answer, A would not be formed because it is an acid. It would like to appear as a salt in an alkaline medium, so then the answer should be C. So this is a simple intricacies which I am telling you, that by which you can somehow rule out some options to begin with the question. So now I am left with two options. Let's see if any of these would be the answer in this question. Now we go with a logical way. Now what is the logical way? That let us see this question. So what is there in this? So you have this compound which would have these two hydrogens. uh, if I talk of these two hydrogens, where are the hydrogens available? So some hydrogens are available here on the benzene versus some are present on this. So if I put OH negative into a system, this hydrogen could be deprotonated simply because this is more acidic compared to the other present in the system. So water goes out and you end up getting this carbanion, and this carbanion is also quite stable. This carbanion is quite stable. So in a way, in one question I'm going to tell you few more things that why this hydrogen is not acidic, because the carbanion which we get is on the benzene which is not stable. It won't be delocalized much. So this would be more delocalized. Just see, it can delocalize to this side as well as to this side. Now, since bromine is a non-polar molecule which would not be having any polarity, but as soon as this negative charge come on this carbon, this negative charge tend to make it polar or tend to create a polarity. So as a consequence, this will go out and you end up getting first monobromination has happened. Now, once this monobromination has happened, this generates a in fact another question. Just hold on. This generates another important question, that if I consider this as to be A and this is as to be B, which is more acidic? I would say B is more acidic because bromine is now is going to withdraw electron density towards itself, making this hydrogen highly acidic. So we will make this OH negative will deprotonate this H positive and goes the water. So the carbanion is in fact now even more stable. So in a question you are seeing a version which endorses the fact that how important is your organic chemistry. So if in case somebody asks you within the question that which is more stable, if I say 1 and 2, these are the two carbanions which you are having with you, which out of this is more stable? So I will say 2 is more stable than 1. Why? Because delocalization is happening in 1 and 2 both, but along with that bromine is electron withdrawing. Now what the next viewpoint would be, now this negative charge is going to brominate this one also. Wow. So you this goes out, so basically you end up getting two dibromination. Now once this dibromination has happened, now what would be the fate of the next part? So this is not the option available for us. This is not the option available for us. We have to, we are seeing that this is not the case. We This is not the answer. So what would be the next fate of the reagents, the OH negative, what it would do? So now you could call this would be that this OH negative would withdraw this Br negative, and it can be possible that if this attacks this and these OH2 OH would come here, and then a carbon containing 2 OH group is unstable, and the water would go out and create a keto group. But that also is not the option. So that is what I'm saying, that in organic chemistry there are lot many parallel reactions happening, and there are lot many side products being formed. The examiner would want you to reach that point which he is wanting you to go that way. So here we will attack this one. Why? Because this is delta positive, this is delta negative. So if I do so, what shall I now be getting? I will be getting this thing. This becomes O negative, this is OH, and here you have CBr2. Now what would be the next point? Now you could see that this can go back and would throw this out. So since it is, now we are going towards the product which we are looking for. So this is CBr, and this also is quite stable carbanion, simply because that it is being attached by 2Br. Just see here. Now what we may do now further, this would now could do the bromination at this part. So this is delta positive, this is delta negative, this can attack this, and you could see that I'm going towards the tribromination. So this would become Br3, sorry, this would become Br3, and this is what you are getting at this juncture. This is the thing which is available. Now what else? Now you can go for it. So you can now attack with another OH negative on this one, and this goes out, and this shall be making nucleophilic addition followed by elimination would be the case. So this O negative, and here you get CBr3, and this would be OH. So what shall now be the next case? This would go out, and what would be the next case? So we are slowly moving towards the substrate which we are looking for are coming slowly and steadily, if you could see. Now along with this, what you would get C negative Br3, and this C negative now deprotonate this H positive, and now it would make, so we are very close to the answer now. So CO negative and COOH along with CHBr3. Now, since the system is highly alkaline, let me move forward. So system is highly alkaline, so we may now be treating it with another OH negative to take this H positive out as water. So we end up getting a salt, CO negative along with CHBr3. So this is the option which is available for us in this question. Just see, check this out. So this is the option available. So the C would be the answer in this particular case. So did you get this point? I think you are quite conversant. Now you are quite comfortable how the reaction has been done. Now I'm leaving you with one more interesting question. Try this at home and just figure out what could be the answer. So here I can tell you one hint, small hint, that NaOH in chlorine or bromine happen to form in situ NaOCl or NaBr, sodium hypobromite or sodium hypochlorite. So make it a point, wherever NOCl is given, it in fact means it is NaOH along with chlorine. So you can figure it out that the same reagents which are used in the previous case, now you could see some similarity to the above question. Here you have to do the deprotonation with the alkali, then would create a negative charge, then monohalogenation, things like that. I should not be giving you the exact details of the question. Then I have just passed a bit of hint. So solve this question and post it the answer on the onto the chat box, and in the next session I shall be discussing this question also. This is a very interesting question. Hope you have liked today's session, and um, I would want you to do this question and submit your answer. Thanks a lot. Have a nice day. Stay safe and take good care of yourself. Thanks. Bye bye. Tata.